Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yesterday we were talking about different characteristics of oligopolistic firm. That means a few firms when they are present in the market and they are also the price searchers. Okay, and their decisions are also interdependent. Interdependency means one firm's decision can affect the demand of other firm's products. This is called they are having rivalrous behavior. They are having a rivalry, okay, in the market. Now today I am going to tell you sticky price model. Sticky price model, or we say this is the non-price competition or non-price war. Non-price war among the oligopolistic firms. They don't want to enter into price war and they have a sticky price in the market because they don't want to change the price of the product. Okay. Now each firm in the oligopolistic market structure in this case is facing this type of demand curve, which is equal to average revenue. What it is? This is a demand curve which is called kinked demand curve. What it is? Kinked market demand. Now its upper part is elastic and its lower part is inelastic. Above the kink, the demand curve is elastic. This is the industrial demand, you can say. If there are two firms in this market, we say this is a case of duopoly. Duopoly means when there are only two firms in the market, like Coke and Pepsi, they are competing and they are facing this type of kink demand and there is no other firm other than Coke and Pepsi. Okay, so the upper part of the demand curve which both the firms are facing, that is elastic, and the lower part is inelastic. So what happens if price is increased above this kink? What happens? When price on the elastic part of the demand curve increases, the total revenue of the whole industry will be declining. Do you think firms will be trying to increase their demand, their price of the product? Because it will decrease the revenue. On the elastic part, what is happening? When price increases, total revenue falls. Total revenue, that will be falling on the elastic part. What happens on the inelastic part of the demand curve? When price decreases below this kink, what happens? Total revenue will again fall due to fall in price. On both the cases, if prices are increased above this kink, total revenue of the whole industry will be declining, and if price falls below this kink, again revenue will be falling. So the firms will not be entering into price war because it will decrease the total revenue of both the firms. Or total industry's revenues, they will be falling. So what they will be doing? They will be charging a price at this kink. They are not moving away from this kink on the elastic and inelastic part of the demand. Alright, what is the meaning of this kink? Kink is having two parts of the demand curve. Upper part is elastic and lower part is inelastic. So in case of any price change, whether it is price increasing or decreasing, the total revenue of the industry will be declining. So they don't try to move into the price war because it is not in the benefits of the firms. Alright. Now I want to explain to you another thing. What it is? What will be the shape of marginal revenue when the firms are facing kinked demand curve? So the elastic part of the demand curve will have flatter shape of the revenue. Marginal revenue will start from the same point as average revenue is starting, and at the kink of the demand curve, this marginal revenue will be undefined. It will be undefined. So here on the inelastic part, we will have a steeper marginal revenue. At the kink, we are having flatter marginal revenue, and after the kink, as we see at the kink of the demand curve. Alright? So firms are facing a kink demand curve, therefore the marginal revenue faced by these firms, that will be dissected, it will be flatter on the elastic part of the demand curve, whereas after the kink it will become steeper, okay, after the kink of this demand curve. Now see, now again this firm, what will be doing this? This firm will be producing the output to maximize its profit. One more important point is that why this kink is arising? What is the reason behind this kink demand curve? Sometimes there was a MCQ related to the kink of the demand curve. So its answer is due to interdependence among the firms, they are facing kink demand. If the firm's decisions are interdependent, then they are facing a kink demand curve. If they have no interdependency among each other, they will not be facing a kink demand curve. Alright? So if there is MCQ related to the kink demand curve, why they are facing kink demand? The reason behind is the interdependency of the firm's decisions of each other. That's why they are not changing the prices. Okay, one more. Now the firm has to decide the profit maximizing level of output. Where it should produce? It should be producing when marginal equals to marginal cost. Keep it in mind, firm is producing at this kink, and this is the average revenue. Now we find this thing, that this is the marginal cost of production, which is lying on the discontinued part of this.
So where marginal revenue is undefined?
This is the undefined part. I have shown marginal cost on this undefined part. Marginal cost will be lying on this undefined part of the marginal revenue. Therefore, the firm is producing at this kink. Its output level is QE, which is the equilibrium level where marginal revenue equals to marginal cost. Now see, its average cost will be having this shape. It is also lying on the same area. Now see, at this level of output, its average cost is this much, and its average revenue is lying above the average cost. So it is earning what? Short-term supernormal profit. What it is? A supernormal profit is earned by an oligopolistic firm.
But sir, how is that possible when marginal revenue is not making money?
Okay, they have to produce at this kink. This is my point. Because they need to charge a price at this kink. That's why they are trying to have the marginal cost lie in this dissected part. Alright? Now the question is, there are 2 or 3 firms those who are facing this kink demand curve. They don't want to enter into price war. They are competing on non-price basis like advertising, brand proliferation, brand loyalty, or patent rights they are having, or they are covering the niche market. Now see, if one of the firm in the oligopoly that is facing increase in its cost of production, like its average cost and marginal cost, they have shifted upward. Do you think that firm which is facing cost problem, will it be changing price and output level? No. They will not be changing the output level and price in the market. The reason is they don't want to enter into price war. They can compromise on their profit. ये भी MCQ में आता है, इसलिए मैंने ये पॉइंट बताया. डायग्राम बनी हुई है और उसमें उसने क्या किया? They have shifted average cost and marginal cost upward. Then what happens to output and price level of this oligopolistic firm? That firm will leave the price and output unchanged. Now output come and price change. Because the rival firms can be benefited if they are going to change the price. They are having high interdependence among each other. So when cost of production, average cost and marginal cost, they have shifted upward. So what happens? This firm can compromise on its profit, but it is leaving the output and price unchanged. Same level of output will be and same price will be charged by the firm, it can reduce its profit because they don't want to enter into price war condition. Follow my point or not? So what do you think about its productive and allocative efficiencies?
Not productive.
Productive efficiency is there when firm is producing at the point where its per unit cost of production is minimized, but it is not producing at that point. It is ignoring efficiency to maximize its supernormal profit. So productively, any oligopolistic firm, specifically in this sticky price model, that is productively inefficient. Okay, one case can be there to have productive efficiency if their average cost of production is constant throughout the output. If average cost is constant, like this is the horizontal line, then that firm can achieve productive efficiency. But if average cost is not constant, it is varying, then it is not achieving productive efficiency, but it is having productive inefficiency. What about its allocative efficiency? Is the price charge equal to the marginal cost of production? Price is greater than marginal cost of production. Therefore, we find that this firm is not achieving allocative efficiency. Allocative efficiency is here where marginal cost is intersecting the demand line. So, when we find this firm is having productive and allocative inefficiencies, so it is economically inefficient. Keep in mind, when firms are trying to maximize the profit, they will have economic inefficiency. Alright. But this is about oligopolistic firm when it is having sticky price model or they are having no price war, but they will be competing on non-price basis. What are those non-price basis? Like advertising, brand loyalty, brand proliferation. Yesterday we were talking about niche markets or patents. Patents, they are also received by the firm that they are not allowing any other firm to enter by having the patent rights from the government. Government has issued this type of certification that no new firm will be entered. So we find this thing, the oligopolistic firm can earn supernormal profit. And these are usually the multinational companies, and you can imagine how much they are able to earn supernormal profits.
So, supernormal profit का बात समझ आ रही है कि how they are doing supernormal. But in reality, marginal cost and marginal revenue are not actually intersecting.
They are not interested. You are right. I said they have to create this kink. So marginal cost, it is lying in between that. Whatever the marginal revenue, it is not defined. But output should remain this level.
But profit is not being maximized.
Profit is maximized because it is lying on this area.
Whether marginal revenue is undefined.
Undefined, whether it is undefined. Alright. So profit can be measured through average cost now. This is only the, you can say kink is defining the output and price. Okay. If marginal cost is lying above this area, so at the kink they have to remain, they have to keep the price and output same. Okay. The thing is that they are maximizing the profit, supernormal profit, but they are having economically inefficiency. They don't want to enter into price war. That price का change हो गया बताओ. When overall demand shifts upward, or the firms they decide to increase the price, when all the firms are deciding, then price will be increased. So if demand is shifting upward, then price will be definitely changing. Or the firms deciding by themselves, now they will be charging this price if they are having an inclusive oligopoly. Okay. So in that case, prices will be changed by their internal decisions. Alright. I think this is enough. We should go to a tacit Clunian as well. Did I start the next oligopoly model or it is enough? Okay. On Monday you don't have a class. On Tuesday we will be doing the rest of the oligopoly market structure. क्या